I'm pretty much one trick pony of Sage,
Sage?
but
Okay.
I know how to play Cypher too,
Okay,
like
cool, cool, cool.
briefly.
Um, what do you think is holding you back from climbing?
What is holding me back? Um, Honestly, right now it is definitely coming to the knowledge of FPSs themselves,
Okay.
as I don't come from FPSs. I I'm pretty much a League player,
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
so a lot of the times, like your videos, they help me quite a lot.
I'm glad. That's why I do these things, you
Yeah.
know? So hopefully I can help you more with a personal coaching
Yeah.
session. All right, so moving
Mhm.
on. Okay, okay. Perfectly fine. You know, getting all your abilities is pretty important.
Yeah, I found it better to get abilities than like a ghost or
Uh
something
huh.
on stage.
Okay, that's fine. Playing pretty safe. That's what you should be doing as Sage. You know, you always want to be like the last one alive as Sage. But you
Yeah,
see,
that's
okay,
that's
so
one of
yeah, you guys need to attack B together because your team is trying to get through here, and you guys have to do this, right? So,
Mhm.
if you are doing this split, which is a 3-2 split, um, you guys have to make sure that you are attacking at the same time. So you lost two teammates already, but
Yeah.
you guys are just now getting into heaven, right? So it wants to be
Mhm.
kind of coordinated when you attack bomb sites together. That's why it's so strong, these splits. It's not strong if everyone dies here and then you guys go in and then you all die here, right? It has to be like
Yeah.
while you're fighting here, you're fighting here. And then, you know, kind of
Mhm.
attack on both fronts, you know, sort of thing. So,
Yeah. I get
okay.
it.
Okay, so you know one's on site, um, but I'm still worried about here and even here,
Yeah.
right? This is a little
Mhm.
more safer because Jet just kind of cleared it, but um, this is still a big real threat, right? So, what
Mhm.
abilities do you have that can make this safer for you?
Definitely I could lock it up with a wall, like
Perfect,
just the
right?
simplest.
Because like right now you're
Yeah.
kind of gambling and hoping that they don't shoot you in the back. But you can take away that
Mhm.
gamble and make this safe by walling it off, or even slow orbing it and then peeking, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Because whenever they rotate through A, they either rotate through CT commonly or through ropes, right?
Mhm.
So it's a real threat that. Okay, so this is a common mistake, right? Is
Yeah.
people do their movement first, and then they do their crosshair second. Okay? So, a
Mhm.
good habit to get into before you peek any corner, this isn't just like this specific situation, this is almost every single corner. Before you peek the corner, make sure you get your crosshair ready and then you press your movement keys. Okay?
Yes.
So,
Okay.
we'll probably see this exactly a lot throughout this whole thing where you peek something, but then after you peek, that's when you start adjusting your crosshair to where they could maybe be. So if we like look, you see how you
Mhm.
swing out and then you move your crosshair? Has to be the opposite, right? And no, I know you don't know where they are, but when you're peeking this corner, you're looking at this corner, right? And you're looking at the B main corner, right?
Mhm.
So you can get your crosshair ready for one of them.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's just all about getting your crosshair ready and then peeking. So let's see. Okay. Let's take a look at eco because a lot of people have struggles with economy in this game. Okay, so when you lose the first round, you want to save the second round, right? And make sure you can buy the third round. Third round is gun round, okay? So when you
Yeah.
buy, let's see. So this is your best friend right here. Minimum next round, right? You want this
Mhm.
number to be like 4,300 or above, right? Maybe
Yeah.
even as Sage, since it's more expensive now and you actually need your utility, maybe 4,500 is where you want to be minimum. I'm not too sure. I don't play Sage, but I know that she
Mhm.
needs her abilities, right? So, if you go below this number, then next round you are maybe you can't get a barrier orb, maybe you can't get one slow orb, or maybe you can't even afford Vandal heavy shields. You're gonna have to do like Spectre and like shields or something. So
Yeah.
it's really important that if you lose the first round, you set yourself up for the third round, right? So when you buy here, you buy a ghost and you buy light shields. Let's see how much you get down to. Boom, boom. Oh, come on. Okay, well, you get down to 3,600, right?
Yeah.
So, next round, you can't even buy an assault rifle and head armor because that takes minimum 3,900, right?
Mhm.
So, as a Sage player, the best advice for you to do is if you don't even want to think about it, is if you lose the first round, save. Just full save the second, okay?
Okay. Okay.
And then the third round, you'll be fully kitted and ready to go.
Mhm.
And if you win the first round, if you win, spend all of your money.
Okay.
Buy full utility, buy Spectre, buy heavy armor, spend it all, okay?
Okay.
So just like you don't necessarily have to know the reasons why behind it, just do it, right? Because
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
what all
Yeah.
the pros do. That's what all the good players do because there's good reasons behind it.
Mhm.
Okay? See? You see how look where your crosshair is. Okay? Where
Yeah.
is the dangerous spots right now on your screen?
The dangerous spaces. This door and the door.
All right?
The doors. Mhm.
Is this dangerous?
Not really.
Right? So your movement is ahead of your crosshair again, right? So get your
Mhm.
crosshair ready and then peek the corners, then walk up, right? So like right if I were you right now, I'd probably be my crosshair's glued right here. Glued while I'm
Yeah.
walking up, okay? And if I don't see anything, maybe I switch to here and then peek that and then maybe look back here, right? I'm always looking at my dangers, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You see? You see how it doesn't matter the result, but
Mhm.
you see how you peek that and then you swing your crosshair up, right? It shouldn't be like oh my god, you surprised me. Let me aim at you, right? You should be expecting them there, right? Because people play mid all the time, right?
Yeah. A lot of the
All the
time.
time. Like there's always going to be someone there. So why not be ready for it, right? And then you don't want to allow
Mhm.
yourself to rely on flicking, right?
Yeah.
Because flicking is difficult. It's the hardest thing to do in aiming games, right? But
Mhm.
when you are already aiming here, maybe you have to do like a little micro adjustment left or right or up or down, but it's a lot easier than flicking across your whole screen.
Yeah.
And look, you
Definitely.
get down to 15 health, you could have easily died, um, and it would have been a lot worse for you, right?
Mhm.
So let's see. Okay. Nice. Good kill. Okay, your teammate needs to go. Your teammates need to go. Remember how I said it needs to be like a unified attack?
Yeah.
from both sides. You don't want to be, okay, they just focus on you here, and then after you die, they can focus on you there. So if you are attacking somewhere with your teammates, make sure you guys are doing it together. And I know you can't control your teammates, but you can say stuff like, okay, push, 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 or go in, right? And just tell them, like,
Yes,
push,
I'm
push, push,
trying
push,
to
push.
do that, but
Exactly.
the only person that was actually listening to me was the chat, as you can
Yeah,
see.
but that's good
So,
enough, you know?
yeah.
Good round for you. Okay, so that was better, right? So you get your crosshair ready here, and then you swing. So sure, you obviously lose the kill, but he has heavy armor and a specter, right? It's hard anyway. But see
Yeah.
how this flick from here to here is a lot better than from here to here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's
definitely.
the importance of just getting your crosshair ready for every dangerous angle that you're coming across before you actually peek it.
Mm-hmm.
So people they say, okay, good crosshair placement. Just have good crosshair placement. But I'm showing you why good crosshair placement is actually important and how it
Yeah.
can pertain to you, and hopefully like open your eyes to why maybe you're losing so many aim duels, or like you're not killing people, and you're probably like, oh, my aim is just so bad, right? And whatever, right? I just need to practice more. But in reality, if your crosshair was just ready at times, then you'd be winning a lot of these duels.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so let's see. Since you were able to get so many kills, you are probably able to buy everything you need, right? But that doesn't happen too often where you get two, 3 kills with the pistol, right? Most of the times you just
Yeah.
die without getting a kill. So it's kind of risky doing that, but luckily you are able to afford everything you want.
Yeah.
But here's something I'd like to point out, right? It's the 3rd round. Have you
Third
used
round.
any of your abilities? Other than the heal? Heal doesn't count?
No, not really.
Exactly. So the pistol round is the most important round of the game, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
everything that you buy on pistol round must be utilized in some way to your advantage, right? So
Yeah.
because if you win first round, you buy the second, right? So it's a free round.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically like whoever wins the first round will automatically win the second, right? Because they can buy and
Mm-hmm.
you guys can't. Simple. That's
Yeah.
why pistol round is the most important, because it actually nets you a free round. So
Mm-hmm.
so you want to think about what you're buying on pistol round, and you want to make sure you're using your money wisely and using your abilities because you spent money on them, right?
Yeah.
Because so you bought these on pistol round, but you didn't use them, so it's as if you didn't buy anything. You see what I'm trying to say? On the most
Yeah, I get
important
it.
round, maybe you should try to find ways to use them, right? Make it a little safer for you in the pistol round. But let's
Mm-hmm.
go on. Okay, so this is good. You don't want to be the first one peeking. Okay, so when it comes to ability usage and safe ability usage, when you have an ability out, you don't have your gun out, right? So
Yes.
you can't shoot people. So why put yourself in an angle to where someone with a gun can kill you when you don't have your gun ready for them, right? So, like, let's say you want to heal the jet, right? The best thing to do is make sure yourself is safe and then
Mm-hmm.
toss the heal, right? Because it's not that pressing to where you have to risk your life out in the open for no reason to heal something. And I know this may seem like a very particular situation, but this happens all the time, right? People
No, definitely.
be
That's the way that I'm kind of cautious with using my abilities, and I don't use them a lot in
exactly.
my
So
pistol rounds
like
because I get killed a lot.
yeah, yeah. And that's just it's not the answer to there is to not use abilities, right? It's to use them safely. So like
Mm-hmm.
what people like, let's say they want to like molly that or slow orb that, people will run up and then just throw it up, right? Why is that
Mm-hmm.
bad? Because when you're running up or when you're throwing it, they can just peek you and kill you. So what would be better is to hide around the corner and then like bounce it off something, right? So you're not peeking
Mhm.
the angle but still doing the same thing,
Yeah.
right? So it's just like little things like that to where you don't want to be peeking an angle unless you're ready to kill, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so this is good, right? This is even though like you're kind of like this crosshair, right? It's here, it's here, it's like looking here and here. This is what will get you killed, right?
Yeah.
So remember I said
Yeah.
danger, danger, crosshair glued. So you eventually make it there, but it's just too slow. And before that happens, they could have peeked you easily, right?
Mhm.
So you eventually make it there, and that's good. And then you do that. So this is good, right? It's just you want to be ready for it sooner.
Yeah. Like, just prefer.
Okay, okay. It's good, it's good. Good flank. Um, okay, so you do know that when you ADS, you shoot slower, right? ADS means aim
Uh,
down sights.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so
I know.
you know that you shoot slower.
Hmm.
So the payoff is that you're more accurate, but you shoot slower, right? So
Yeah.
um, it's like a crutch. So maybe for very far distances you can make the argument to ADS, but
Hmm.
it's better to just practice without using the ADS to try and control your gun. Because when you learn how to control your gun, you do more damage because you shoot faster, right? Without ADSing.
Yes, I actually don't really use this. It's
Okay,
just because I lately turned from Vandal to Phantom, and
okay.
because of some reason, that's just like a habit that I
I
have.
gotcha,
I'm
I
not really.
gotcha. Okay, that's fine then. Because this is the first time I've seen it, so it's uh, we'll see
No
if it's an
problem.
issue. That was a good kill. Okay, okay. So now, okay, so what did we die with?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, definitely.
So
That.
these abilities, using these abilities in your same exact situation, could probably win you this round, right? So okay.
Mhm.
Also, when is your heal up? Nine
Yeah, I
seconds,
could probably
right?
do that.
How many
Hmm.
seconds are left in the round? 55. You have all the time in the world to get a free 40 health, right?
Hmm.
So, also, not even looking at the heal, right? So, my
Yeah.
main goal right now is to try and resurrect someone.
Hmm.
So it's not a 1v1. So it's a 2v1 and it secures the round, right? So, I would be looking at ways to make my resurrection safe and make it so I can get to these bodies safely by throwing an ice orb here, throwing it here, I don't know, walling this off after ice orbing, you know what I mean? Make it as
Yeah.
safe as possible for me to cross and get to the bodies, because that's my win condition, basically. Because obviously,
Hmm.
yeah, you could just 1v1 the guy and like maybe win, but it's risky, right? Because you have no armor, you have 60 health, and it's just a 1v1. It's almost a coin flip, and you don't really know where he is. So you don't want to take those risks and gambles when you don't have to. So
Yeah.
unfortunate there. You did
Mhm.
78 damage to him, so pretty close. Do you think that maybe if you waited 3 more seconds to get fully healed, maybe your third shot would have been a headshot? You know, you never know.
Hmm. Definitely, it might have been
Yeah, just
at least
playing
closer.
playing a little more cautiously, understanding your abilities and what they can do for you in the current time, and how much time do you have to play with, right? These are just things you got to think about.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is a force buy for sure. Everyone's buying. Okay. don't necessarily. Yeah. Okay, Aries. Good. 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 Okay. It's good. I like that you're playing cautious, right? Because if you were playing anyone else, then this would be considered baiting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But since it's so important for Sage to stay alive and make sure you don't die with all your abilities, that this is very good positioning with the with Sage, right? Making sure you're healing your
Mm-hmm.
teammates, and you can even res, right? I would definitely just res. You don't need a wall because your teammates already out there watching. Wow, good pre-fire. So this is why it's very important for Sage to stay alive, because you can do
Yeah.
stuff like that. You can fully heal your team, wall, do all this. So your positioning is good. I like to see it. You look like a Sage player. Okay. Good, good. So we used the first wall of the game at round 4, right? So you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But this is good.
I get it. Mm-hmm.
Um, so now if you're going to make a play like this, to where you want to wall yourself across, you're basically walling yourself off of A.
Yeah.
So when you do make a play like this, to wall like this, either you're taking Heaven control to go CT to B, or maybe Heaven to A, which is kind of risky, but or like Heaven to ropes to B, right? This is what this wall says to me. But if you are attacking A, then you don't want to block your passage to A.
Mm-hmm.
You want to block off rotators and block off a spot where they can come from. So here,
Yeah.
the best play would probably to stick together, and doesn't necessarily what matter what you guys do. Okay, you see how you took that fight. So you're looking for a fight, right? But where's your heal?
Mm-hmm.
2
Yeah.
seconds, and you're fully healed, right? Or maybe you should just
Mm-hmm.
hide around this corner, wait for the 2 seconds, fully heal, and then start looking for a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
All right. So yeah, you could have just easily died right there and lost your Vandal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Yeah. So, um, one thing that I tell lots of people is that whenever they see
Mm-hmm.
a Sage wall, immediate threat is this.
Yeah.
Peeking from on top of the Sage wall, right? So it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily mean, okay, I can stop looking at this safely. It's like, oh shit, my crosshair's up here now. You know? It's
Yeah.
just a little thing that you can get used to. And then if you wait a little bit and you see no one peeking, then you can maybe peek that, right? So always, always be cautious of this.
Especially that I use that alone by myself.
Exactly, exactly. Everyone does. It's very common. That's why it's so important to. Okay, so this is another example of your crosshair not ready, and your movement is where you peek the corner and then you swing your crosshair. I mean that's not why you died, but you know what I mean. I'm just
Yeah, I know.
pulling it out.
I get it. I get it.
You have 2,000 left over. You don't like assault rifles?
Oh wow.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You just want to buy assault rifles every time,
I mean,
unless you guys are
the
half
point
buying here. But
that was the point. I saw everyone. No one had the money for that, so I just was like, maybe I shouldn't buy I should wait. So like when everyone buys full buys, I'm not
Well,
gonna
let's see.
be
I
like
think you hold
left out.
tab here. Okay, so $0, 1,300, 900, right? This
Mhm.
isn't a half buy. This isn't an eco round. So, you all buy together, or you all save together, or you all half buy together. But next
Okay.
round, can this guy buy?
No.
No. So this is your buy round, right? So there's no point in you
Okay.
saving when he is not saving.
Hmm.
Because if you save here, right, you're saving this 2K. Next round, are you buying next round?
Not really.
No, because your team can't. Even though you'll be
Hmm.
rich, you're not buying because your team cannot. So it's not a buy round next round. So this is the buy round. So when it's on buy round, you spend all your money. Get that assault
Hmm.
rifle, right?
Okay.
Okay, okay. Good. Maybe a little deeper, but fine. Okay. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Can wall this off, right? You see how he's worried about it?
Yeah.
You
Or
see
at least
how
slow it.
you
Not
could
overall.
slow it, you can wall it, and now instead of Sova looking this way, Phoenix looking this way, and you looking at the wall, when you
Yeah.
wall this off, all three of you can look this way and attack together, right?
Hmm.
See, you see how you're worried about both angles? You don't have to be, because you can block one. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially as the champion, like
Exactly.
agent, like Sage.
See now how you guys are like super congested. You guys are staying here, so that's all right. But when it comes to priorities, like this is, I'm not saying this is a bad wall, but this
Hmm.
wall takes much more priority over this one, right?
Yeah.
Because they're always going to be rotating through ropes, always, 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 and they're going to sometimes be rotating behind you. So why
Mhm.
not wall the always instead of the sometimes, you know? And
Yeah.
so you guys all die here for like no reason, because if you wall this early, then all of you guys are running heaven safely. And then you guys are
Mhm.
probably in B already.
Yeah.
So it turned from a free round into a okay, you see? Look at their money. They can't buy. You guys have to half buy. Or like, next round is your guys' buy round. You guys can spend some money this round, but make sure you can buy next. Right? So you leave yourself next round with 4,200, and that's fine. Right? This is what a half buy looks like. Okay, okay. Oh, nice play. Okay, so in a
Yeah.
situation like this where they don't know where you are, you really want to take the time to line up the headshot. Because he could
Hmm.
have easily ran away and hid and probably get full healed. So when you have this
Hmm.
luxury of them either not looking at you or walking away from you, or they just don't know where you are, take the millisecond to just make sure it's on their head, right? Instead of hitting them with like 5 body shots.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is very good. You guys got 2 picks on A, right? So now what's going through my head is free bomb site. Everyone run in as fast as you can, right?
Yeah.
Because let's map out their defense. How many people play B?
Uh, two. Like around with one mid. Or right now, then
Well, how many people usually play B, right? Just when they have a cipher, just one, right?
just
Because he
one.
locks
Yeah.
down the bomb site by himself. So one. How
Hmm.
many people play mid?
Two.
Two. How many people play A? Two. So
Yeah.
now you killed the 2 people A. Now they're rotating. Now they're rotating. So before they can come to rotate, this is all free. There's no one here, right? Because you killed the 2A players. Now you go in as fast as you can. See, now, like, you guys are scared for no reason, right? You guys are looking for bad guys and all this stuff. But now, waiting so long that the mid player was able to rotate the ropes and then ult because you guys are so slow. Right? So, Breach is like a ropes player, right? So he got here before you guys even got to site. Even Cypher's here too. The whole team's here. Right? So whenever you attack bomb sites, it should never be 5v5. Ever. Right? Because we mapped it out. 1, 2, 2, right? It should be 5 versus 2.
Exactly.
So this is a timing thing. The second you guys make noise, what are they doing? They're rotating. They're rotating.
Yeah.
So you have to either attack quickly or fall off and re-get control of the map because you guys attack too slow. Because if you walk into a stacked bomb site of 5 of them, you're going to probably lose. Because it is defense-sided. Okay, this guy has no time at all. He has to either kill her or plant, and he chooses neither. Alright. Okay, so when you do a play like this, right, this is like a once a game sort of thing, right? If it works once, it'll never work again.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if it does work again, you're playing against some bots.
It didn't. I can tell you.
You see, because they learn, right? Now they're expecting it, or they don't even peek that same angle anymore, so... Okay, get the trade. You have to swing. Okay, so there's playing defensively as Sage, but you don't want to play over defensively, right? Like, you want to help your teammates when they're firing at people. Like when my Phoenix just dies right here, pulling out my gun, and you see how she's swinging? You want to be swinging with her to help, right?
I see. Okay.
Because then it turns into a 2v1 instead of just this 1v1 that happened. And numbers advantage is everything. So, yeah, you want to play defensively, but you don't want to make your teammates go into 1v1s when you're right there. Especially when you're full HP, right? And you can easily help. So that's good.
Yes,
your heal is down. Good ult orb. Right? Slow that. Perfect. Right? You make it so much safer. So you don't get immediately flanked. Right? Now I'm looking to either, like... You could either ice screens or heaven. But now... This is fine. This is good too. Okay. If they do peek heaven, where are you shooting them? On their body.
Legs.
Exactly. Okay, so it's just Is it planted for you?
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. I can't. I don't have sound. There's no audio in the video, but I couldn't hear the bomb ticking. So that's good.
I know around the timings. I know when I should just give up.
Perfect. So
stuff.
So a gunfight like this, right? I don't know if you watched my practice range video.
Beginning of it.
Okay, so I go over the importance of like here, right? Either like you can burst, move, right? And make yourself like more accurate. But right now you're kind of like running and shooting, and your bullets are going everywhere.
Yeah.
Right, and it's just understanding the gun, the physics, the getting familiar with the movement, and making sure whenever you're shooting your assault rifle that you're stationary, and that's when
Yes.
counter strafing comes into play, and
Mhm.
it's stuff that you get used to over time. Not the biggest of deals. Okay, so I like it like this. Obviously, your crosshair wasn't ready to peek the angle that you peeked, because right now
Yeah.
your crosshair should be ready to look at where heaven, right, or mailroom.
Yes.
Okay, so you get that ready,
Mhm.
and then you peek. Okay, so that's
Mhm.
so you'd be dead if there was anyone there, right? Because your crosshair
Yeah,
wasn't ready.
definitely.
But do you see how you're kind of getting your crosshair ready for room? I mean, ropes,
Mhm.
and then you're peeking it. See,
Yeah.
so this is good, right? But now you kind of your crosshair goes in somewhere where it's not helpful.
Yeah. Just look for the views.
Exactly. Uh, so you see how you're like dragging your crosshair up as you're
Yeah.
peeking, right? You just want to make sure that your crosshair is ready, and then you swing. Easy, easy,
Mhm.
easy, easy. So that was a good
Yeah.
kill. If he's here, you're dead.
Yeah.
Because look at your crosshair. So it's not necessarily wrong for. So you see how you got your crosshair ready for here before you peeked.
Yes.
That was good, right?
Mhm.
But you're skipping a step. This
Yeah.
isn't clear. So get your crosshair ready for this corner. Okay, no one there. Now
Mhm.
get your crosshair ready for this corner, and then peek.
Mhm.
So like you were getting your crosshair ready for that corner, but you weren't like
Mhm.
you weren't believing in yourself that someone was actually there. So you weren't actually ready to shoot because he still kind of
Yeah.
surprised you, even though you're aiming that way. So
Mhm.
you got to like really like commit to your crosshair and your angles to be like, okay, there's a guy here, right? Just
Mhm.
pretend like every corner you're peeking, there's a guy there, and then
Yeah.
you'll be ready for it. Your crosshair will be ready for it, and your reaction will be up there.
Mhm.
I don't know what happened there. All right, let's see. Okay, so this looks like a force round. 3 people can buy, 2 people can buy like Spectre armor.
Mhm.
So now you have res, right? So I'd be looking to uh, make a res play. I tell my teammates to go out, try and get a pick. Um, okay, so that's good. Wall it off, res, and get out of there. Yep.
It was
Oh
also
no.
fortunate though.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's just a little unlucky. But nothing really you could do there. Because like I said, like I unless you heard that ult before, I have no audio, right? Then I wouldn't have done that. But
No,
this
they
is
literally used everything.
yeah. So
The
it's a
whole.
fine play. So this is why I hate ADSing, because if you did an ADS,
Mhm.
you might have killed him because
Yeah.
it's slower fire rate, right? Maybe one more bullet would have made the difference.
That he still shot 3 bullets before, and the last one was
He
the
shot 4 bullets. Look.
4. Yeah. I said 3 before.
Oh. Um. And he has a Vandal, which has a slower fire rate.
Yeah.
So I believe in all of my heart that you would have been able to kill him if you did an ADS there.
Yeah, that's a bad habit that I have to
Yep. Uh,
avoid.
it's okay. It's an easy one to break if you just like try your hardest, right?
Yeah, definitely. I tried to do the same with Spectre, but still, I stopped doing it as much, but I still catch myself.
So with the Spectre, if they're far away, like if they're like here and you're like backside B, like over here, then yeah, you should probably ADS because the Spectre is impossible to control that far away, you know.
Yeah,
But most of the
exactly.
time, like you could get
Yes.
far. You don't even have to have it bound, right? I probably ADS once every 6 games. I can unbind
Oh,
the ADS button and nothing would change for me because I never use it
yeah.
unless I'm
Hmm.
like burst firing with a bulldog or a stinger.
Hmm.
Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, I don't have to keep talking about getting a crosshair ready because obviously
Yeah.
you can't hear me in the VOD, so you're not going to change it.
Well, yes.
So, but you see the importance of it, right? And all, not having an idle crosshair, right? So what would make this heal better? I mean, safer,
Going back instead of.
right? You have this beautiful corner, like 2 steps behind you, because
Yeah.
danger, 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 ropes. There's always a
Yeah.
ropes player. Danger, right? You can hide behind that corner and then heal. Easy, easy,
Hmm.
easy. Safe ability usage that'll save your life. Yep, your crosshair wasn't ready for any of these angles. Or that, or that.
Yeah, I just kind of like hesitate
Yep.
sometimes.
So you just gotta be like, really drill it into your head that you're attacking things and you're attacking angles as if there's someone around this corner, as if there's someone here, someone inside vents, someone around that corner,
Hmm.
someone's around this box, ready to kill always, right? Active
Hmm.
crosshair placement. Okay? See, and this is another situation, right? So he's not looking at you at all, right? So take the
Hmm.
extra time, stand still, line up the headshot, and get the easy kill. Because you just like saw him on your screen and you're like, oh shit, kill, kill, kill. But
Yeah.
so your bullets kind of went all over the place, but you still managed to get his head. But a lot of times people
Somehow.
panic and they miss or they whiff, and then they run away and then they get healed and then they lose the free kill because they weren't just a little patient, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like. That's just a good flank. But he saw him. He saw him on the mini map. Like if you just look at the mini map right now, you see him.
Yeah.
You see him, right? And then you just kind of forget about it, or you just didn't notice it.
No, I didn't notice because I
Okay.
was planning to block off the way there, but so jet.
So you see how like you guys kind of you don't make this decisive decision to attack quick. You allow
Hmm.
yourselves to get flanked like this, and you get pinched because you guys aren't attacking fast enough.
Yeah.
So, and it's 3 versus probably 1 max, right? Because we know Cypher's a B player. So
Exactly.
Cypher's rotating from somewhere. So maximum, there's 1 on A site. Do you guys think you can
Hmm.
kill 1 person with 3 of you charging? Of course, right?
Yeah,
So don't
definitely.
be scared. Use your numbers to your advantage and then take bomb sites when you have the advantage. And quickly
Hmm.
before you get flanked like this. Right? So even look, you guys wait, where'd that raise go? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah, like you guys win this round by killing everyone. Not even you guys don't even have the bomb down. This is how slow you guys attack, right? And I know you can't control your team, but if you lead the charge or not lead the charge because you're Sage, but if you tell them like okay, okay, go go go, let's go A, let's go A. There's only like 1 here or maximum 1 here, right? Or Cypher's flanking. So quickly before we get flanked, you know? You can say these things and it means a lot to people and it'll change what they do in game.
Hmm.
because I am an IGL, which means an in-game leader. So, and I
Hmm.
started from Silver 2, and I climbed all the way to Immortal by myself. And the whole time, I was communicating with my team. I was pushing my team in the right directions. I was saying all these things like, okay, Cypher's B, maximum 1A. Let's go. Let's just trade this kill, play together.
Yeah.
Rush, 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 right? And we do it, right? People listen if you are enthusiastic about it and you're not being toxic and
Hmm.
right, lead by example. And
Definitely. Definitely, especially not toxic.
exactly, if you're not being toxic and you're just being a genuine good guy trying to call strats and saying good things, people will listen. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so this looks rough right here. I'd probably be walling to protect us from the push, but it's okay. Nice. Oh, you're nuts. Repeaking this, right? 3 times? You're insane. Because, I mean, it worked, but it's crazy because, like, like, this is your trump card, right? Peeking the surprise, element of surprise, right? So after you do it once, the gig is up, right? They know you're on top of the wall and they're going to be ready for you. But worked out. Now I would definitely res here. Good, good. Great. Love to see it. Now, where's Cypher, right? Where is he coming from?
Probably B.
Yep. So this is where you can expect him. Or since you guys probably took so long to take the site, he might already be heaven. Or even could be here because you guys took so long to take the site. But you guys got breach ulted and it's not a big deal. Yeah, so he's already there. And super unlucky.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? So when you guys are stuck here, right? So first thing, definitely I would just wall this off, and because whenever breach ults, what does breach do when he ults? He runs after it, right? To scoop up the free
Yeah.
kills. So definitely just look for situations to where you can deny their push like that. A slow orb, wall, or something to make your team super safe. Because if you did wall this off, then you're saving like 2 of your teammates' lives and stuff like this. But so now they know you're all here. So what are they calming to their team in their microphones?
Rotate A.
Perfect, exactly. So, and they do it pretty early. So they call it pretty early. So this whole time, let's say you made noise at like 125. Okay. So this whole time, let's see how long you are in this position for. Finally, you're coming onto site, right? And at 39 seconds. It's almost been a full minute before you guys get out of this area. So that's why every time you guys attack a bomb site, you are walking into 5 of them. That's not how it should be. You guys are making it so hard on yourselves because you are at a structural disadvantage because you look at the skinny hallway, right?
Yeah.
Skinny hallway, skinny hallway. This is why it's defense sided, and this is why sometimes 2 people can hold off 5 is because you have to be funneled, right? But imagine if there's 5 people watching the skinny hallways, right? Like you're just screwed, right? 5v5. So you have to get out of these congested skinny hallways before the cavalry comes, before the rotations come, before the backup comes, or you guys are screwed. Either go quick or fall off, right?
Yeah.
Because if you stay here, you have no map control. They can push this, they can push this. They have the whole map for free, right? If you find yourself and your team taking a bomb site too slowly, then fall off. Everyone, no, back off. Let's go back mid. Let's regain map control. Let's try to pick off a flanker and then attack to where we got the kill from, right? So a bunch of different things you could do to always make sure that you are playing at an advantage, not a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely I would call my team to back off and regain map control, see if we can get any picks mid, or maybe check to see if there's any flankers, stuff like that. But you guys are making it very difficult for yourselves on attack. Okay, so defense. Usually Sage goes mid because she can stop big
Yeah,
pushes.
later down the road, I ended up going mid. Actually, I was pretty proud later of the play I did on the mid.
Okay, we'll see it.
It was just a lucky shot, but
We'll see. Okay, so when you peek this angle, imagine when you're on defense, this is a good principle of defense. Whenever you're holding an angle or whenever you're peeking an angle, think about 5 people coming out right now. Is this position good?
Not at all.
You're dead in the water if more than one person peeks here, right?
Yes.
So, and especially with Sage, when you have all this good utility, is this worth the risk?
No, not
Definitely not. So, their goal is to attack the bomb site and plant the bomb, right? Your goal is to find out where they're going and make sure they can't do it, right? So, and remember what I said, that the second you see them or the second you get that info, they're rotating.
Yeah.
You want to stall them so your rotations come in time, right? So don't look to get kills on defense. Look to get info, to stay alive, and to stall, right? And ultimately defend the bomb sites, right? But you really just want to stay alive because they're either like all around this corner or all inside B main. So since it's not worth the risk that all 5 could just swing out on you, right? So if you are playing ramps, do you know what shoulder peeking is or jiggle peeking?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the best tool for defense is to jiggle peek. So I'm up on ramp, I jiggle peek that. Okay, I see nothing. I say nothing A so far. Okay, I wait a little bit, I jiggle peek again. I see. Oh, I see one person, or I see 2. I call 2A, and then like I'll throw my orb like off this wall and it lands right here. Why? I stall them from pushing in, and then I get a rotation for mid. Now I have more help, or this guy's flanking. I'm stalling them. I'm throwing another ice orb, keeping them contained, right? Walling off something, or just waiting, making them stay here congested, because this is what you want. You want them to stay here while your rotations happen. So stay alive, stall, get info, and then play accordingly. Because see what happens when you have info, right? So they're all like B main, right? Now, boom, knife out, you're rotating through the flank, right? This is how powerful info is. You can safely just have your knife out and just run straight through and help your team. Okay. I like this. Sneaky. Okay, so now I'll just keep this clip running. Only pay attention to your crosshair being ready or not, and how you peek the corners, right? You see? And they could easily still be B main, right?
Yeah.
Easily. Okay. They could easily be there. Okay? So you win the first round. What are you doing?
Full buy.
Full buy. Perfect. Right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Nice. Everyone spend that money. Yeah. What I love to see. Perfect. Okay? So this is good. I like this. You have to be a little careful. Like probably shoot it and then hide.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good, perfect.
And this will be that.
Okay. So, okay, remember what I said?
Yeah.
So, if you get peeked here, you're screwed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever people attack something on offense, are they ever going by themselves? Very rarely, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So whenever they do, it's always going to be multiple people. So you'll always want to think about, how does this position work for me if more than one person peeks? Am I just screwed? Yes. Then if the answer is yes, then don't peek this, right? I
Mm-hmm.
would, right? Jiggle peek from ropes. Get any info. If I see anyone, maybe I'll bounce off a nice orb here, land here again,
Mm-hmm.
right? Using a safe ability, just getting the info, staying alive. Okay, so now you put yourself kind of in a bad spot because you have nowhere to run if they do come. Oh, what the hell? Are you
Yeah.
cheating, bro? That's sick. Good kill.
Just I know I go a lot of there, so I just pick
That's
areas
so
because I
funny.
know it's
That's
I
awesome.
I I want to try to wall bang a little bit,
Yeah.
like get more used to that.
See how good info is?
Yeah.
Look at this. You see how bad being congested and not either taking a site quickly or regaining map control is? You guys have them trapped. Like dogs. You don't
Yeah.
want to be that. Right? They're just getting shot from all sides. Look! Jets killing here. Sova's killing there. Like, you don't want to be in that position. Either attack quickly or fall off and regain map control and spread out and get the flankers. And don't allow yourself to be congested. Don't be trapped attacking bomb sites. Don't be
Actually,
this.
actually, I have a quick question.
What's up?
When I have let's say I have the RS like
Okay.
here. Should I keep the RS until I, for some reason, like drop
Yes.
it, or I find a better gun, or just to
You can
pull
keep
by
it.
with?
You can keep it.
Mhm.
But you have to play smart, right? Because
Yeah,
if you have an Ares and you're peeking this angle and they have a Vandal or Phantom, who wins that
yeah,
gunfight?
definitely Vandal,
Exactly.
or Phantom.
Exactly, right? So you have to take
Mhm.
smarter fights and you have to play to the strengths of your gun.
Yeah.
So it's usually not worth to ruin your economy just to upgrade.
Hmm.
Okay. The deeper the better on this one, because
Hmm.
they can still peek that, right?
Yeah.
Because you see it right there. It's not covering that. Just get a little deeper, right?
Hmm. Just hug that wall and shoot it, throw it.
Exactly. Okay. So making me nervous, right? Because they can easily just swing out here, like I said earlier,
Yeah.
and especially with the advantage of your gun when they have assault rifles, you're just screwed, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, hide. No. Yeah, it's just too risky, right? Your crosshair wasn't ready for sewer. You checked it, but your crosshair wasn't ready for it. So if anyone even was there, you're still dead, right? And now your crosshair's here. Are you ready for here? Are you ready for here or here? Nope.
Mm.
See now, you see how you do this thing where you turn corners and then you swing your crosshair? Gotta be ready.
Yeah.
So this is looking better, right? You see how kind of she just lines up with your crosshair? Right? Obviously this crosshair should be a little
Yeah.
higher to head level and a little
Hmm.
closer because you're about to peak the angle. But you see how she just kind of lines up with it? That's the power of
Hmm.
good crosshair placement, so you're not swinging all over the place. Okay? So good. Heal,
Hmm.
heal, heal. Oh, you got stuck on that little box. I see what you were
Yeah.
trying to do. You were trying to hide behind the dumpster, heal. You look at the box like, what am I stuck on? And then okay, yeah, just a little unlucky there, but you had the right idea. But look, man, like you guys are fighting 5v5 because they are having the same problems that you were having as a team on attacking. They're always just they're not dying all on site or they're not dying mid or
Yeah.
here. They're always dying in the congested area to where they get trapped. Avoid staying in these areas for too long, right?
Yeah.
These are supposed to make you at a disadvantage to give the defenders an advantage over you structurally because you're going to be outnumbered, right? But like if there's the reason why because if there's one guy right here spraying down this hallway, if 5 of you rush, the guy spraying down the hallway can kill all 5, right?
Yeah.
So that's why the structures are against you, is so the few people can actually have a chance still. So you have to get out of these disadvantages as fast as you can. If it either means going forward or backwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
Sorry if I'm like harping on the same subjects over and over. It's just these are things that lose people rounds in
worry.
the lower elos. And
Yeah.
honestly, like if all else, the only 2 things you've learned from this session is crosshair placement and making decisive decisions by either backing out or going in. That information alone can take you very far.
Yeah.
Small things, easy things to say, but they're huge, wide topics that take years to master. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I get it.
Okay. So, if they peek, you're dead.
Yeah.
Okay, this is some blind trust into all 5 being A and no one watching the flank. Scary. Okay, Crosshair is not ready for any of these angles, but we're okay. So now they know you're here. Now they know you're here. The gig is up. Unless they don't pay attention, but you don't want to rely on them not knowing. And now they definitely know you're here because you're shooting. So, no point in walking anymore. Okay? How many bullets did we reload here? 21, right?
Yeah.
How many bullets does it take to kill someone?
Especially with a 100 bullet gun.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you could have maybe saved the Jet's life, right? If you didn't reload. So,
Yeah.
not a big deal though. Okay, good heal. You're safe. So that's what makes perfect, right? So you're low. You have your heal up. Now, how do I heal safely? You hide. You heal. Get your gun back out. And now, when your gun's out, you retake the angle, right? Whoa! Do not drop that Odin for a Spectre.
Yeah.
$3,500. $1,600. Odin's good. But no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, what's money look like? Everyone can buy. Fine. Easy round. Alright, gonna do a little cheese. Nice little spot. Oops. Now you're in the worst position ever.
Yes. That was a little bit of it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not only that.
Okay. Ice orb, maybe? Ice orb? Oh, they walled it. Oh, yeah. So remember, like I said, like, right, if they cut off their path here, like, this is a wall that you would do on defense. You don't want to be doing this on offense. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Because it helps you, right? Because you don't even have to break this. Because they can't come through here now, right? So
Yeah,
now
they
what are
have
you
to
worried
go around.
about? Heaven, right? If they wall this off, where are they all? Heaven, right?
Heaven or the thing at the back. I don't know.
Right. So
I don't
this
know all the...
screens, this is called screens.
Yeah. Okay.
So these are the 2 threats, right?
Mhm.
So now you just opened up a new threat for yourself. And now you
And I
die
could
from the
have
real
used
threats.
an orb. I could have used the 2 orbs to look
Yeah.
at those 2.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So it looks like everyone's forcing again. This is fine. Yeah. Definitely want to be buying here with your team. Because there's no point if you save and your teammates buy, right? You always just doesn't matter what the right idea is, just as matters if everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
Perfect. Alright, so
Mhm.
good wall, good peak. You see what I mean? Okay. So now when you peak this, the situation of more than one person is real now. Right? And the
Yeah.
best thing you can do is only to get a trade, right? You get 1 kill and then they just kill you back. But trades are not
Yeah.
good on defense. They are good on offense.
Mhm.
Just remember that, right?
Mhm.
Okay? So this is exactly what will happen every single time, right? Because there's multiple of them and only one of you holding the angle. So what would be
Mhm.
better would to stay on top of your wall, jiggle peek, right?
Mhm.
Jiggle peek it, get the info,
Just by the time.
by the time. Why? Because then Jet's flank can happen. Then this rotation can happen to help you. Keep
Mhm.
them in the congested area. And you have very good
Yeah.
abilities to make a team stay somewhere. You know what I mean? You can confine
I know.
them.
Mhm.
Okay? And that's just staying alive and getting the info. Okay? So they broke the wall here. Yep. So this is good. Because now, because this guy understands his immediate danger, right? So
Yeah.
he's like, okay, I see them cross. Now I know that they're all running up ramp. Oh, I'm screwed from ramp. Let me reposition so I'm not peeking A anymore, and I'm just holding this angle to see my immediate danger.
Mhm.
So he doesn't get flanked like that. So that's fine. Okay.
Mhm.
Unlucky, unlucky.
Yeah.
See, but it was a very close round. There was only one alive. And who knows
Mhm.
how easily of a round win that was if you stalled them here and then Jet got the flank off quicker
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
they were still here, you were still alive, healing your teammates, throwing the slow orbs, just being alive and being a prick to them, right? So
Huh?
you're playing well. I mean, obviously, like you're getting kills and stuff, but you can see how sometimes that it costs you rounds when you play like this.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is fine. You're pretty safe. Uh. Okay, so Sova dies here. Okay, I don't know if he calls it off. Probably not. Be like, oh shit, he just died ropes. Then they could be ropes, right? So now my immediate threat is where? Ropes, right?
Ropes. Yeah.
This is walled off.
Mhm.
They can't jump over that.
Yeah, and Phoenix is looking at that too.
Exactly. So, immediate threat, right?
Mhm.
My crosshair is glued right in that doorway, right? Or even I'm walking up and watching down into the ropes, right? So
Mhm.
it's always just about assessing what your immediate threat is and where you can die from and making sure you're ready for a gunfight from there, you know?
Yeah.
Always think about what am I exposed to? Where can they come from? And
Mhm.
that comes with time analyzing it quickly, but as long as it's in your head, right? No matter how slow of you are to think about it, as long as it's in your head, you'll get faster and faster with reacting. What a good play.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mhm.
good ice orb. You've realized that they've been coming like every single round. Okay. Hide, hide, hide. If they're there, you're dead, right?
Yeah.
Your crosshair isn't ready for any of this. And if they swing on you with multiple people, alright. Not
I'm
good,
dead.
not good.
Mhm.
Okay. Crosshair. Okay. Remember what I said?
Mhm.
So in this situation, what would you have done differently?
Well, definitely I would be more prepared for people inside
Okay. And
from the left side, as I've seen, and uh, place my crosshair better for them.
perfect. Because they're not looking at you, right? You
Yeah.
have the luxury of lining up their headshot. And who knows,
Mhm.
if you would have played just a little slower, right? You could have lined up this easy shot, kill him, and then do the spray on Sage and maybe get 2 kills. Or
Yeah.
line that up and then maybe shoot him and then attack Sage later. If you like use your movement a little to hide from this angle, so you're only looking at these two.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you just a
I know.
little patience,
Yeah.
because like you got this kill pretty luckily, right? With the Sage through the wall.
Yeah. Definitely. That was just a
Panic, right? You see
hope.
them on your screen, you're like, oh shit, and then you just spray,
Yeah.
right? Uh-oh.
Yeah. That is just a loss here.
Yeah, I think because the bomb is just about to explode here in a second. Yeah, unlucky. So, yeah, you just had no time to do it. Like you just
Mhm.
had to run at them like this, and yeah, just not a big deal. But
Mhm.
you gotta go. You gotta go. Okay, so when someone is in Sage's heal doesn't heal someone when they're in combat, right? So
It doesn't.
no, it does not.
I thought that it just like nullifies half of them. Like
Nope,
nullifies.
it
Just
doesn't
heals
heal.
over.
It does not
Well,
heal.
I learn new things. Okay.
So
No, I didn't know that.
in a situation like this where it's like high combat moment or like they're about to fight someone or they just got done fighting someone, that is not the right time to heal. Like right here,
Yeah.
right? He's not healing anything right now. It's just
Mhm.
stopped. And when he's out of combat or not getting shot, taking damage, then it'll start healing him. Um,
Mhm.
because that would be too strong. Because you would heal someone as they're starting
Yeah.
running in, and then they wouldn't be taking damage, and so
I
that's
get
why
it.
it's
I get
like
it.
that. So right now, I would just be running in, playing together, and shooting someone. So this
Mhm.
is just not the right time to heal. But you didn't know that about Sage, so I'm glad you learned it.
Yeah.
So in times of immediate combat, heal is not the option. Keep your gun out and
Mhm.
shoot. Because imagine if you had your gun out the whole time and you were like up here with the Phoenix, 2v1, right?
Mhm,
Easy
definitely.
kill. And maybe even you'd win the round. Because you can
Yeah.
defuse after, right? Uh, so that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I think you'd have definitely won the round if you would have just had your gun out this whole time. Keep running forward, get that trade, and then defuse. So yeah, not bad, not bad. I mean, you played well, but you can
Mhm.
obviously see that even though you top fragged, there are many different things that you yourself could have changed that would have
Yes.
been the difference between winning and losing rounds.
Yeah, definitely.
So, is there anything you wanted me to go over or like answer questions or anything like that?
Um, not really. Like
Okay.
I can't think